great cause. That would be AIDS Walk Northwest. They will be taking over the waterfront park this Saturday.
Yeah, it's a chance to get some fresh air. You can also fight stigma and support people battling a life-threatening disease. So here to talk about the cause and how you can help, we have Poison Waters, the Mistress of Ceremonies, and Daniel Borgen, Vice President of CAP's Board of Directors. Always great to see you. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great to have you. Well, let's dive right on into it. What are we in store for here when we take storm with the AIDS Walk Northwest?
That's right, at Tomahawk Waterfront Park. We're back again in the largest park for the largest event for Cascade AIDS Project to helping fight stigma, as you just said. You know, the AIDS Walk is so community-based. It's family-friendly, pets, you know, children, grandparents, everybody can walk, put on your tennis shoes, and the weather's going to be great, right?
There you go, yep. And this is real wood, actually, so you can knock on that. It'll work.
And we're looking forward to it. It's the best time to just come and rally around the HIV community and raise much-needed funds, as we all know. The funds for medical health. Everybody's in trouble this year.
Definitely. Yeah, AIDS Walk has been going on in some form since the early 80s. So this is like a decades-long tradition. It's also Cascade AIDS Project's biggest, most visible event. Anybody can join. That's the joy of it. Anybody can get involved. Anybody could sign up and raise a few $100 or a few thousand. All of it does really good work. As everybody knows, like HIV funding is on the chopping block at the federal level. So the way to for us to show up is to walk and fill the gap with funding so that we can continue to do outreach in our local community for folks that really need the support.
Right. We talk about one arm of it being raising funds. The other is raising awareness and erasing stigma. Can you speak a little bit to that?
Yeah, you know, one of the largest programs of Cascade AIDS Project is the one we've talked about before, Camp KC, our HIV-affected children's camp, whose sole base is to erase the stigma. So when people hear HIV or they hear AIDS, they don't go to a dark, awful place. They think of hope and resilience. And, you know, letting people know that while AIDS and HIV is here, prevalent in our community, it is should not be looked at negatively. Let's support that community. Let's help with the housing, with the care, and the stigma. Erasing that, taking it away, helps the community, you know, thrive.
Well, and with the Cascade AIDS Project too, let's bring people back up to speed of the work that you're doing there with CAP. You know, when you talk about this money that is being raised and the need for that money, what does that money go toward? Who are we helping and how?
Yeah, what's nice is the money is free from sort of, grant rules and legislative rules, and so the money can be steered toward whatever program needs it. Cascade AIDS Project not only does testing, prevention services, like we help run Our House, which is a local AIDS hospice in our community, Camp KC, programs like Aging Well, which supports long-term survivors, also smashes stigma, but you know, we lost a lot of people in the 80s. There are a lot of people still here, so it's important for us to show up for those survivors as well.
And a hot button issue here in our city, of course, is housing. And so the housing program with Cascade AIDS Project is so important because when you have stable housing, you're going to keep up with your care. You're going to keep up with your appointments in that. When you're, you know, when housing's questionable, sometimes you think, oh, well, I'll worry about myself later. I need to get housing. So that's a really big program that we want to keep funded.
Yeah, knocking down barriers so people can take care of themselves, of course.
Absolutely.
So people can join the walk, they can lace up. How else can people support Cascade AIDS Project?
You know, you can, I for years, I like to do the walk from my bed because it's early. It's early. And so I would just go on to AIDSWalkNorthwest.org and make my donation there. So you can do, you know.
Let your fingers do the walking.
Let your fingers do the walking. You can do it from your phone. Make your tax-deductible donation there. You can donate to a specific person, to a team. Daniel and I are in high competition. Last year I almost beat him, but he came in at the end. And so this year I was doing really well, and then he stole one of my good donors. But anyway, we won't talk about that. So you can go online and you can join a team, or you can start your own team, your family, your friends, or the organization you work with, or you can just make a straight donation.
Love that. Yeah. So many different ways to take part. And again, you can take part this Saturday.
Yeah.
Poison Daniel, it's always great to see you both.
Thank you so much. We'll see you there, rain or shine.
Rain or shine. And again,
that's right.
Good luck. Good luck.
No rain, no rain.
No rain. All right, find ways to support by clicking this story on coin.com. We'll have all that information posted right there on our website.